Rose. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. So I decided to do a podcast. It's going to be a weekly podcast. Every Saturday is for truckers. Had a lot of drivers over the time to come in. They listen to podcasts and drive. This ain't going to be like a little short video. This is going to be an actual podcast. It's going to come out every Saturday. I'm going to put it on YouTube as a live video. So it'll come out on live. I'm doing it live. No editing. None of that, because I want to see your comments. I want to do some questions and answers. You ask questions, I will help you back with those answers. And I'll help you. If you're new to my channel, I'm Shawn. And the channel's called Trucking Life with Shawn. That's because, hey, all about trucking, baby. I work for Rosedale Transport. I started there back in 2007. I worked there for several years, left, went to 2 other companies, ended up coming back. Come off the road a year ago. Now I work as a driver trainer inside of the office. So I'm a driver coach, driver lead trainer, and that's what I do is I train drivers. So in these podcasts, we're going to talk about trucking. Every week is going to be something different. We got good news. It's going to go on Spotify, and it's also going to be on a podcast playlist on YouTube every week, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. So like I said, we're going to be going on Spotify and a few others. But like I said, the first live video is going to be live right now. We'll do it live every week. They change up, but it's going to be every Saturday when it comes out. So it said you can barely hear you. Can't hear me? I'm just going to get the volume turned up here. How about that, Gene? Is that a little better? Can you hear me now? And what's going up, Georgia Rob? Can y'all hear me okay? I've got a microphone set ordered, so next podcast I should have a microphone. Should be a little better, but y'all hear me now? Let me know in the comments. Wait, don't comment here. Good. Anybody got a comment? All right. Somebody said, hi. What's up, Tim? George Rob, Gene Scott's here. Tim McDermott said he just found out that his trucking career was over. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'll definitely be praying for you, and I keep you in my prayers. But this episode right here, we're going to talk about communication. Communication is very important when it comes to trucking. I don't think so. But a lot of drivers don't know about communication and how important it actually is. So I'm going to talk about communication. We're also going to be doing news cycles too. So whether you're driving out there, you don't have to watch the video, you can actually listen to it. We're going to talk about every week's news that goes out. But I'm also going to give you a key point as far as the training. And I think every driver should know. And what I'm talking about right now is communication. Communication is very, very important if you're going to succeed in trucking. You're like, well, Shawn, what do you mean by that? I mean, communication is everything. Everything. I'm going to break down those tips. Now, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Okay, make sure y'all share this live too and let people know the podcast is coming out. But not doing communication right can cost you miles, money, job. It can have your attitude messed up. A lot of different things. So we're going to try to break this down for you. Number 1, avoid costly mistakes. Yeah, I got the Tyler pants on. Y'all probably see it. I don't care. Chilling at the house. I can do that, right? But yeah, avoid costly mistakes. See, routes, loads, we have windows that we have to meet, and it depends on clear information. So you got to ask the right questions. When it comes to dispatch, they give you your information. Don't just accept it. Ask the right questions. I feel like we don't talk enough. We don't communicate enough with our dispatchers. I feel like they give it to you, and then you just dig and go. But you got to communicate, good and the bad. It's very important that you communicate, hey, this load, I'm not going to be able to make it. I don't have enough hours. Or, hey, I'm going to be making it there early. What's next? Communication is key. So I'm going to give you a few examples. You're on a load. You're on your way to Orlando. And your dispatcher leaves at 5 o'clock. If they haven't called you with your next load yet, you need to get with them. 8 hours into Orlando for dawn. You get 8 hours, you got 3 hours left on your clock. If you didn't communicate or didn't answer your phone on what's next, that load's a drop, you got 3 hours. If you get there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, dispatcher's already gone and set up. Are you going to wait till 8 o'clock the next morning and lose all that time? So not only at 5 o'clock, you're ready to load at 3 a.m., but you have to wait the next 5 hours for dispatch because you didn't communicate. But if you ask your dispatcher, hey, what's my next load? They may not have it all set up, but But maybe they can tell you the direction you can go in. So, for example, a lot of those we pick up over in Savannah. You say, hey, is it Savannah? I'll go ahead and start heading that way. Or is it over here? I'll start heading that way. Or if not, I'll hang out here. Communication, communication, communication. I call my dispatcher when I'm 100, 200 miles away. Listen, when I'll be here, I try to give them the best updates on time. You see what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you're clarifying your communication and ask questions. Now, the same goes, truth is, if you are running late, you need to let that dispatcher know. Let's say you got a live load, you got a 2 p.m. point. It's a strict 2 p.m. point. You're on your way there, but you know traffic's got you backed up, you've added up your hours, and you're going to be 2 o'clock. Instead of just saying, we'll take it, let's go on, you're screwing yourself. Don't be afraid to talk to dispatch. Call the dispatch and tell me, look, I am running late. I'm not saying they can always do it, but they might push it off for a couple hours for you. They have the type of tools, emails, and communication to do that. Or you go down and be late, they're like, come back tomorrow or worse, 2 days from now, I'll reject it completely. So that's why I say communication is very, very important. So make sure you communicate. Always, always communicate. It's very, very important, drivers, to communicate. When you break down, you want to make sure you communicate. You want to call your dispatcher and say, hey, I broke down the side of the road. Could give a breakdown. Don't just call breakdown without letting your dispatcher know what's going on. It's important that we communicate. All forms. Okay? You got to protect your CDL too, because miscommunication can turn into violations real fast. Okay, so you gotta mess up, something's messed up on the truck. If you don't communicate with the company to let them know that something's wrong with this truck, then you can get in a lot of trouble and you can get a violation. Or you call in and the shop says, it's fine, just bring it all back, we'll work on it here. I'm not saying George don't do that, but whoever you're with or the company that does that, you want to communicate, hey, listen, I can't do that. That is a violation. Or if the dispatcher says, hey, I know you're out hours, but there's only 2 more hours, I need to do it. You got to communicate. Be respectful. Hey, I can't do that load. If I'm helping you out on this, please, please, please hit me up with the like button. Leave me a request. Thank you for that. Somebody just sent me, it's like James sent me $1 from Massachusetts on the super chat. Thank you for that $1, man. I really appreciate that, James. Thank you so much. Every dollar you give me goes to, buying new things for YouTube, getting the cameras. I still want to get a microphone. So if I go to the podcast, hopefully I have one in a week. So any money anybody sends me on super chats, it does go to that. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much. So thank you, James, for that $1. Definitely go to the microphone fund. Appreciate that. Okay, so now communicate. Gotta communicate. What about home time? Okay, when you need to go home, and I know it's important. We're truck drivers. We're always out on the road. But we have certain things that we're going to get to. You've got to communicate. You've got to communicate. I see your comment there, Tim, about your back. I'm going to pray for you on your back. I will do that. In this video, we'll definitely pray for you, Tim. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about your back. God can't heal you from that. He can help you. God has a plan. He's going in charge. But actually, we're going to pray for you now. Dear Jesus, I ask you to touch Tim right now. The struggles he's going through, the depression he may be about to face, the pain he's going through in his back. God, give him his hope back in the name of Jesus. I'll pray. Amen. I'm going to pray blessings up to Tim. I'll keep praying for you. All right, buddy? All right, so communication, man. You got to do it. You got to communicate everything. Home time. Hey, don't wait the day before. I got to go home tomorrow. Let them know ahead of time. It's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, months. How long you stay out? Let them know these are the days. And when you get close, verify. Hey, this is the day he's coming out. These are the days you're coming out. It's happening. I get that. Make sure that communication. It goes both ways. Dispatchers got to communicate with drivers. Drivers got to communicate with dispatch. But it's very important. Okay. Staying safe on the road is important because the right word at the right moment can prevent a wreck. How do you communicate with drivers? Shawn, what are you talking about? You drive goes down the road, you give a bird. That's called communication. You're just pissing somebody off. They might weave at you. God bless you. Go on. God bless you. In Georgia, we say bless your heart. You know what I mean? How do you communicate? How do you communicate with different people? Your attitude. All this is important in succeeding in trucking. So I hope you learned something from this podcast. That you change your attitude, you change the way you think, you change the way you communicate. Okay? Communicate in a positive manner. Call you just hey, where you at? You ain't answer phone all night. Good morning, Mr. dispatcher, how you doing? Okay, this is what I need. They don't want to hear about your cats and dogs and all this other stuff. And I know it's important. You want to talk, and we get bored out here. We don't have nobody to talk to, but it's important that you don't go into details with dispatch about all this stuff because they got 1,000 little calls going on. But you want to speak clearly, hey, this is Shawn. This is the truck that we're in. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going to be there. This is what I need. Clearly, nice, and professional. Very positive, and very clear about what your needs are so they can help you with that. Getting upset, getting angry, you know, anything. My ball on skating, but you don't piss the dispatcher off. You don't piss the shop off. You don't piss people off. And they don't piss you off. So make sure that you're clarifying exactly how to communicate. Now, you also want to communicate your breakdowns. When you break down, it's very important, y'all. You have a breakdown that you let them know the hours you're broke down so you can get paid, or if you have a layover. Or let's say you're at a shipper receiver and you need a downtime. You know, we're supposed to pay you for that too. You have to communicate. You can't wait 2 weeks later to say, hey, I was at that shipper for 5 hours. You haven't given me none of that layover, but you haven't given me time. You didn't communicate. Also communicating is sending your bills in. Make sure you send your bills in properly and timely. That's how the company gets paid. They have to bill it. They don't have so much time to do it. So as soon as you get your bills, send that in immediately. So that way that the company can get paid. So that way you get paid. And it's all right. Making sure that your holiday days, if you take a holiday week vacation, let's put it in correctly. Make sure you do that correctly, okay? Preventing mental breakdowns. Sometimes you got to speak up before pressure builds and it breaks you. You're having a problem with the dispatcher. You're having a problem with the shop. You're having a problem with this person, another driver, or route, whatever it may be. You want to communicate clearly these problems ahead of time. You don't want to build up, fester, and you're like, man, and off and out. You don't want to do that. Make sure you're communicating the way you need to communicate. Okay? All right. You also want to make sure you're communicating rightly to shippers and receivers. Going there with a bad attitude is not good. Hey, man, this should take me 1 o'clock. Hey, man, I got here at 7 o'clock. Be polite. Be nice. Sometimes I've been to shippers before, and like, man, the weather's bad. I'm gonna take you. I understand. All right, here we go. I'm nice, and they take me anyway. So make sure you communicate properly, be respectful, and that kind of stuff right there will help you in the long run. I promise you that. Okay. All right. So let's get into some trucking headlines this week. That was a little tips I wanted to give you on communication. I want to go over some of the news. Some of them we don't like, some of them do like. I don't know. I need your comments though. I need to know where you're at on these situations. All right, trucking headlines from last week, May 3rd and 10th. The English proficiency crackdown goes into effect. I'm going to read this article. It says, Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, the CVSA, has voted to make English language proficiency violation grounds for placing truck drivers out of service. It says it started June 25th. Drivers are able to demonstrate proficiency in reading and speaking English may be removed from service. This policy change has significantly reduced trucking capacity. It's estimated, y'all, it says this already, it's estimated 10% of interstate CDL drivers lack sufficient English skills. So 10% of the workforce is going away. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Is this going to help our economy? Is it going to hurt our economy? I want to hear from you in the comments. Let me know right now in the comments what you think. Let's debate it. Talk about it. Okay? All right. Also last week, let me get this around here too. Aurora launches driverless trucks in Texas. Look at that. It says Aurora Innovation has launched the first commercial self-driving service on public roads in Texas. On April 27th, the company completed a 200-mile freight delivery between Dallas and Houston without a driver in the cab. There's no driver in it, period. And it says it marks a significant milestone in autonomous trucking. The plan to expand service to El Paso, Phoenix by the end of 2025. What do we think about that, y'all? Driverless trucks. Is that going to be a safer thing? Is it better? Is it dangerous? Is it going to take away our jobs? Is it going to help us? What do y'all think about that? Now let's debate this. Let's talk about that. That's what the podcast is about. It's about healthy debating. And they got driverless trucks, man. It happens. This happens. This is not something in the future. This happened. They just delivered a truck with nobody in it. Delivered freight. And working on it. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Appreciate that right there. I got a $2 super chat right there from Cindy from North Dakota. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. So far, we got $3 raised today. Thank you. That's going to the new microphone. Thank you so much. James sent $1 and Cindy just sent $2. I appreciate that. All right, now, let's talk about this real quick, y'all. The trucking company owner was indicted for a $3 million Amazon fraud. You hear about that? What was I love the try trucking, but I hear about e-logs all past. It's not as bad. I did paper logbooks for a long time, bud. And it takes me to get used to with e-logs. Supposed to be healthy. That's a whole other debate we can talk about. But once you learn e-logs and learn the process, learn how to manage your time, you do it. I've been real successful on both. So I've done paper logs back in the day, and I've done e-logs too. So you can. Let's go into the story right here. Trucking company owner indicted for a $3 million Amazon fraud. What do you do, y'all? Let's read it. I don't know if I said that right here. It says Amir Nazir, a 24-year-old trucking business owner from Thumble, Connecticut, has been indicted for defrauding Amazon over $3 million. The SAR allegedly created 3 fraudulent trucking company accounts from Amazon Logistics, submitting false data for over 1,000 transportation assignments that wasn't delivered. He didn't deliver them. What the crap? How's that impossible? He got it for $3 million, y'all. They said over 1,000 assignments that were never completed. He faces 13 counts of wire fraud, each carrying a potential of 20-year prison sentence. That's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Okay. Next, also in the news, and we got to talk about it, we won't do not. These tariffs. It says Cummins withdraws their 2025 financial forecast amid tariff concerns. Cummins Incorporated. Now, Cummins has a big company in it. It says Cummins Incorporated has withdrawn its 2025 financial forecast due to economic uncertainty stemming from the U.S. import tariffs. This company has anticipated annual revenue to vary between 2% decline and a 3% increase. But now it's recessing its outlook on a turbulent North American trucking market. The first quarter net sales came in slightly below expectations at $8.17 billion. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. We have a lot of different opinions on tariffs, a lot of different things. Depends on where you're watching from, what's your, hey, it's a big deal, no matter what. It is definitely news, right? Okay. The last biggest thing, and this is all over the internet right here, is the illegal abuse of foreign drivers undercuts U.S. trucking industry. Is that true? The foreign drivers that speak English, they're undercutting. It says, and I'm just reporting what the article is saying. I'm not giving you any opinion on this, just giving it to you, okay? It says, stakeholders report that some trucking companies are violating cabotage rules by misusing Mexican and Canadian B1 visa drivers to transport loads from U.S. destinations. This illegal practice undermines the U.S. trucking companies and has led to closure, such as small Texas trucking companies that couldn't compete with the lower cost of foreign drivers. Is that true? If you're coming out there, let me know. The driver, let me know. Let me know how you feel about it. Rod says, sir, I've never been so confident that someone is a helmet head in my life. Nah, that's funny. Okay, buddy. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Hey, it's the first podcast. Hey, it's going to come out every Saturday. I'm actually going to move it over to the podcast section here a little bit. And we're on playlist. On Spotify. I want to do something about this every week. I'm looking for a guest on. If you're somebody who wants to come on the guest, come on the show, let me know. I'll bring you on. You can email me and give you my email, all right? Shawn Gresham, SHAWN, GRESHAM, 90@gmail.com. You want to join the podcast? Hey, come on over, man. Let's get it going. You just witnessed the first Trucking Lives with Shawn podcast. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Saturday.